Welcome back to Outnumbered. Well, 1970s era terrorists convicted of murder could be once again teaching college kids right here in the U.S. This week, the Board of Trustees at the University of Illinois will consider rehiring James Kilgore. He previously served as an adjunct professor at the school, but his contract expired. Before that, he spent 6 years behind bars for his role in a deadly bank robbery. In 1975, he and his Symbionese Liberation Army comrades robbed banks to finance guerrilla warfare in support of a communist revolution in the U.S. During one heist, a customer was murdered. The 42-year-old mother of four bled to death on the floor of the bank. Kilgore was on the run for nearly 3 decades until he was caught in 2002 and convicted of second-degree murder. Rachel, how do people like this get jobs? I mean, we've seen it with Bill Ayers. We've seen, it seems the only place that will welcome them with open arms is academia, and parents are paying a lot of tuition money to have someone like this feed kids garbage.
Absolutely. First of all, am I surprised? No, our colleges and universities are teeming with radical liberals. They believe in diversity of everything: religion, sexuality, race, everything except diversity of thought. And here is what's interesting. We have historic majorities, the conservatives have historic majorities in the state legislatures. And so through appropriations, through Board of Trustees, we have the ability as citizens to demand that these are state-run schools. It's our tax dollars. We have the ability to demand that, and people should be up in arms. This is a calling card for everybody to get involved at the state level, because this is what they do. They want to indoctrinate our children. And also, by the way, alumni dollars, tuition dollars, your money talks.
Yeah, I think you're educating a lot of people on that point. I don't think that people know the power that they have with regard to that.
Well, as the oldest person on this set right now, by far, I would say this.
Well, thank you for saying that.
I would say I grew up in the 70s, and I remember the Symbionese Liberation Army. They kidnapped Patty Hearst, and Patty Hearst was the heiress of the Hearst newspaper family, and they kidnapped her, they tortured her. I don't know this gentleman's role in that whole thing, or his role in this, but it strikes me as 6 years in jail is a little light on the sentencing side for someone that was at least tangentially involved in a murder. And I will say this, as someone who's been to college and watched the PC network work, it is, people like this are applauded on college campuses, while someone like Condoleezza Rice, someone like Condoleezza Rice,
or Ayaan Hirsi Ali is not allowed to speak,
or is attacked on college
Charlie,
campuses.
I don't even understand where you're taking this conversation.
Where I'm taking?
Is our pool of talent that thin?
Hello.
That we have to rehire this man to teach at our universities?
I'm outnumbered, but I'm not. I'm not.
I'm just sorry. I don't even know why you're trying to rationalize
don't pose that to me.
Okay.
Pose that to. I'm with
As a speaker, what does he offer? Because you can learn about communism in a book.
What does Bill Ayers offer?
Frankly, his mugshot was scary enough. I don't know if I want him to.
What does Ward Connerly offer as a professor at the University of Colorado? They offer nothing but radicalism. And radicalism on these college campuses is celebrated.
It's pervasive.
Compared to the sort of, think about Condoleezza Rice, who's attacked on these college campuses. She's about as middle as a road, maybe right of center as you get. I mean, she's mainstream. She's attacked. Ward Connerly is celebrated. This lunatic
But I mean,
is
the
celebrated.
energy that's going into supporting this man's return to the university. I mean, in my home state and in my home city of Chicago, the Kilgore supporters that are coming out signing petitions for this man to be employed again by the university. Isn't there somebody else to support?
There's a lot of morons out there too.
And it comes down to somewhat ignorance too.
Yes.
Maybe people who book him just don't even know their history well enough to understand that this is as much a terrorist as anybody who we are hunting in the Middle East right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's a lot of parental ignorance on this issue too. I think parents need to be really aware of where they're sending their checks to. Now,